Hello, hello, hello. I'm a little early, so I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. Come on, I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it. Terrence Williams. I'm gonna do the Terrence Williams thing. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Doing the Terrence Williams thing over here all by myself. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Joe, how we doing? I decided to come on in a little earlier today. Manny should be getting with us here in the next couple of minutes or so, but I figured I'd try out my Terrence Williams thing, my Terrence Williams impersonation. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Waiting on Facebook to send out them notifications. You know, they're really, really slow on that. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, Paul, how are we doing tonight? Did you make it back? Are you still in Chicago or are you back home down in Texas? I'll be back at 9. Okay. We're up against The Voice. I don't watch that type of TV, but all right, enjoy it, Paul. Let us know who wins. Let us know who doesn't win. And we'll see you back later. We're going to be here quite a while this evening. When Manny's got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Hilda, how you doing, Hilda? Hello, hello, hello. Richard, hey, how we doing? Steamboat Richard. So, yep, I thought I'd come on in and hang out a little bit with y'all tonight so I can visit with my peeps before Manny behind the mic gets here. But somebody just posted something really funky on my Facebook site. I'm going to share it to you real quick. I thought it was funny as all hell. So we're going to share it right now, I hope. It's the hot sauce. I hope you can see it there. Jeff Dunham hot sauces. Over here on the left, you got the jalapeno on a stick. I think that's Jose Jalapeno. He's hot. Then you got Walter. He's there in the middle. He's a little hotter. And then you got Achman with what the fuck sauce. So I don't know who shared that. Oh, that'd be my buddy Jeff Dunham. He's the one that shared it. Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook and never talked to him live or anything. More or less, I'm following him, I'm sure. But, you know, he accepted me, and I'm like, all right, hell yeah, hell to the yeah. I'm okay with that. I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but hit up my Facebook, and you'll see it if we're friends. I thought it was, maybe I didn't add it to the, there we go. Now I'm sharing it. Sweet Jesus alive, I got to figure this shit out again. So over there on the left, you got Jose Jalapeno on a stick. He's the hot guy. He's green. And if you're green, yeah, you're not feeling good if you're green. And then Walter there in the middle, he's a little hotter. Well, at 70 years old, trust me, you're not hot. You may be crotchety, but you're far from hot. And then over there on the right is Achman. He's the what the fuck. Yeah, I bet he's hot, especially when that bomb goes off in your mouth. So I wanted to share that. I thought that was really cute. So, yep, that's we're going to be talking about tattoos tonight. And I'm not talking about that little guy from Fantasy Island. Tattoo. Oh, the plane, boss, the plane. Yeah, we're not talking that type of tattoo. We're talking real tattoos tonight. Where they came from, who gets them. You know, they're quite the fad now. They are quite the fad. I remember back in the 70s, only hoodlums and Navy people and Army people and Marines had tattoos. Those were the only ones that were tattooed up. The hoodlums and all your service members. I'm tattooed. Well, I have 14 tattoos. So, you know, I'm tattooed from heaven to hell, as I like to say it. So I got quite a few. I got a tramp stamp. I do. I have a tramp stamp. I'm not afraid to admit it. Let's see. Over here I have what do I have over here? Oh, over here is my shark. I got that when I was living in Tampa. and I was a volunteer at the Florida Aquarium or the Tampa Aquarium, and I was in the locker room changing, and I was just sitting there talking to a guy, and started following him, and then next thing you know, I'm in the damn shark tank, cleaning the damn shark tank out. And when I seen the shark go by me, I got the hell up out that tank, and he was laughing his ass off. And he says, "Well, now you got to get a shark tattoo because you survived the shark tank." So I got a shark tattoo, and then underneath my shark, I have Chinese lettering that pretty much says ocean and Neptune, because there's really not a Chinese symbol that stands for God. So it's like the shark is the ocean god. Which if you didn't the shark's home, if you didn't Google the shark's home from that one lady I told you about a couple of days ago or last week, you got to do it. She's funnier than hell. Oh, Yo-Yo's texting me. He's probably listening, going, "What the hell are you talking about?" Checking in at the hotel. So he's landed. He's at the hotel. So it'll be just a few minutes before he gets here. So if you haven't had a chance to, let me answer him real quick. On already. There we go. So I answered him real quick. If you hadn't had or if you forgot to Google the shark's home, Google the shark's home, because that lady will crack you up. Oh, Manny says fucker with a rolling, crying guy, funny face thing. So I guess that's rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off emoji. I have no idea. I don't understand those damn emojis. So definitely check that out, Linda. Hello, Wise Bam. Hello, Linda. So we're going to be talking about tattoos tonight, where they came from. Like I said earlier, back in the 60s and 70s, it was like the hoodlums and service members that had them. But more so now, it became a fad in like the 90 areas, and now it's like it's an expression. They're works of art, and they really truly are art. There was one tattoo guy, and he did a lot of mine. He did portraits of family members on people, and some of the portraits he did were phenomenal. I mean, they looked like the person was just sitting there staring at you. They were so good. But there's a lot of different types of tattoos and tattoo ink and tattoo artists. That people do 3Ds now. They got like this neon looking ink. They have some ink that like glows in the dark now. It's like, I don't know if I do glow in the dark ink on me, but let me get caught up on my David says, "What up, Bam? Hope you're having a good day." I am, David. I hope you are too. Hi, Hippo. How you doing there, Hippo? Elizabeth, Bam. I only have 4. Tattoos, they're risque. Some can be a little risque. Some can be really sexy. Depending on where you have them, what they are. Like I said, I have a tramp stamp, and I think I've told you guys a couple weeks ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. I honestly don't know. My tramp stamp is 5 stars, and they're on fire. So I guess I'm a 5-star hot piece of ass. Or, well, I was at least one time in my life, maybe 2. A little TMI, I'm sure. Manny, he says, "You started without me, you bastard." That's right. I couldn't wait because I had to get my people in. I enjoy my people, so I had to spend some time with my people. I didn't want to share my people tonight. They're my people, not your people. They're my people. But Manny will be joining us here shortly. He's probably in his room right now, throwing his suitcase open, grabbing it. Hey, Mel, grabbing his laptop, slamming it down. And I can just see Manny. He's just, and his face it's getting red, and there's steam coming out of his ears, and his eyeballs are just bulging out of his head. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Angel, I only have 1, but I'm open to more. See, that's just it. You can't. They're like Pringles. You can't get just 1. They are so fucking addictive. It's not even funny. And I hate needles. I cannot. Oh my God, do I hate needles? But what they are is depending on how yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Difficult to tattoo is you start out with maybe one needle, 2, 3, 4, depending on how thick you want the outline. And then when they start shading, you can have up to like 18, 20 needles on this thing. And it's doing is scratching layers of skin, like maybe 5 or 6 layers, and pushing the ink down into you. So, I mean, they are very addictive. Hey, Mel, how we doing? Elizabeth, Bama's doing a hostile takeover. I love it. Richard, show us your titties. I mean, tattoos. Well, I'll show a couple of them. They're all in like really weird places. Here, let me click off Richard here. If I can click off Richard. There we go. So I have music notes right there. And over here I have a tribal band. And then I have a dolphin coming up out of water. And then right here I have a 4-leaf clover that was on fire. And there's my shark. There's my shark right there with the ocean of Neptune. And then I got this really huge eel on my right calf. I mean, it takes up from the knee on down, and it's the eel from The Little Mermaid. Let's see, hippo. I got to scroll down a little bit. I want one, but scared of the pain. I get the eyeliner done, and go figure. It's a very sensitive area. This is true. Some parts of your bodies are extremely sensitive. Like on the back of my calf, where that muscle is. Oh, extreme pain, especially when they were scratching the ink in and forcing it into my skin. I mean, it felt like they were actually going into the muscle tissue at some point. Same thing with like the tramp stamp on the back. Extremely sensitive. And right here under your underarm, ooh, girline, you do not want a tattoo there. But the best place to get your tattoo is a place where you have a lot of, well, for the lack of a better word, fat. So if you don't have like a whole lot of muscle on your bicep or on your chest, where like in your cleavage area, that's a great place for a tattoo, wherever you have a whole lot of fat, because it's not near as sensitive. And you also want to try to stay away from bony areas, because when the needle hits the bone, and it's the same thing with the shot, is if your doctor ever like freezes up like a wart or something on your hand and he nicks that bone, boy, does that send a little zing flying through your arm. Oh, somebody's texting me again. I bet you it's Yoo-hoo or Yo-Yo. He says, setting up. Yep, told you he was flying through that suitcase looking for his bag and his laptop and everything. David, on the hysterical side, tattoos and piercings are used to donate rank in early societies. He is correct, especially in a lot of African societies. The ladies that wear like those necklaces and they have like really long necks, that pretty much, you get one of those necklaces for every year you've been alive. And the jewelry, you know how like put plates in their mouth and do really big things with their ears. I don't know what that symbolizes. I think one is marriage, and the other one is like how high you are up in like the tribe or something, depending on how big your plate is. But yes, that's extremely true. The music notes are cool. Thank you, Richard. Music is very important to me. I enjoy the hell out of music. Snark, what's going on there, Snark man? You have virgin skin, and you know that's not a bad thing, because you know if you have a very professional job, that just means you can actually wear short sleeves at work. Although, you know, I personally, my personal opinion on short sleeves and a tie, tacky. And if you have to wear a tie, it's got to be long sleeves. If you don't have to wear a tie, then you can get away with a button-down short sleeve shirt. Hell yeah, I'm all for it. Rosie, what's going on there, Rose? Carol says, hi, Bam. Hi, Carol. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Manny's going to join us in just a couple of minutes. He's setting up his computer. He'll be bopping in here in probably under a minute, is my guess. He's got to get logged in into the that Wi-Fi. Hi, Betty Rebel. How we doing, Betty? One thing though, I think it was Hippo. I think it was Hungry Hippo that says they want a tattoo, but they're scared. If you go to any tattoo shop, and this is great advice for anybody that wants to get a tattoo, number one thing, make sure the needles they are going to use on you, they open out of a clean package. So you actually see them rip the package open and pull the needles out. That way you know they are 100% brand new needles. And these things are extremely cheap. So if they refuse to use a brand new needle on you and they just clean them and soak them in alcohol or something, walk the fuck away, because it'll give you hepatitis. You can get HIV. Just walk away. There's another shop 3 miles down the road. They will use a brand new needle on you. And most of the time, they will pull the box out and dig through and find the correct size needles they're going to be using. So you'll see that they're brand new needles. And they come in a box of like 1,500, 2,000 needles in this box. So they're extremely cheap. I mean, it's pretty much like $1 a needle, or even cheaper than that. But you know, the more they buy, the cheaper they are. But you make sure that they use brand new needles on you. Extremely important. Hey, Lynn, how you doing tonight? Linda, clean packet. Good call. Absolutely. Yeah, if they refuse to use a brand new needle on you, get up, walk the fuck out. So yeah, we're going to be talking about tattoos. Like I said, now, you know, people look at them as works of art, and they really are. I mean, the one on my leg, oh my God, I probably have, if I had to guess, and this is a guess, we probably have 60 hours into it, if not more. I did not want it that big at all, but that's just what it turned into. Because I mean, I just wanted an eel, and then he like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna put like the electricity shocks coming off of them, and we're gonna do that in yellow. And I never did do the yellow because yellow does not stick in me at all. Because in my lucky 4-leaf clover here, the flames were yellow and red. Yellow and red do not stick in people very well, and white either. So white, yellow, and red, those are the colors that you're going to want to kind of stay away from. I mean, they'll go in, they look great, year, maybe 2 years, and then they're gone. Why? I have absolutely no idea. But for some reason, those 3 colors do not like sticking in people. Hilda, my dad was in the Navy, and he had one on each arm. Virgin de Guadalupe, full color, and a crucifix. My daughter has 3, a small cross on her. Oh, there we go. A small cross in her hand, and God, I really wish Manny was here because I don't read well, and this is what I mean by why I'm not that intelligent, because I don't read well. Yeah, me and reading are not good friends. Hand and infinitely behind the ear, and the last one in her back, and says she believed she could, so she did. I like that. She believed she could, so she did. From the neck, wherever it ends. Well, let's hope it ends in a good spot. Lynn, so the sterilization machine is not as effective. I'm not saying that, because your dentists, all those tools that they put in your mouth, those things, they sterilize because they cost way too much to replace. Although the picks and things, they do replace those as they get worn out over time. They just don't stay as sharp. So the sterilization machines do work. But for as far as tattooing, the guy that always did my tattoos, he says, make sure that it's a brand new needle pack every single time. So that's what I stick with. And if a tattoo guy tells me that, there's got to be a reason. I didn't ask why, but I do know the sterilization machines do work very nicely on all those tools that the dentist use. And the same thing with hospitals. They sterilize all those equipments. As far as needles, they throw them out. They get remelted down and or they get melted down and probably remade back into needles or something else. I don't know. But as far as all that equipment, yeah, it gets sterilized and repackaged and reused. Betty, where's my Manny? He's said he was setting up. I would assume he would have been in here by now. He might be having some issues with the internet. You know how those hotels are, and Wi-Fi. They're always fun. Lynn, how you doing tonight, Lynn? Okay, cool. Thanks for the info, Bam. Oh, there's going to be a lot more info. Don't be running off, Lynn. Yeah, don't run off. If you run off, I'm going to send Manny hunting you down. Joe, it's all disposable now. No more sterilization. That I did not know, but it's been a while since I've gotten a tattoo. I'd say my last tattoo was probably in the late 90s. Ladybug, I prefer Bam chat. Well, thank you, Ladybug. Melissa, hola. So, yeah, back to tattoos being works of art. I mean, if you ever are at like a magazine rack or something, and there is a book out there. I don't know the title, but I know one of them's tattoo, and there's other tattoo books. If you just pick it up and start thumbing through it, Manny's coming in right now. Start thumbing through it. You would not believe some of the works of art that are in these tattoo books and on people. I mean, it's flabbergasting. Len, not running off. I'll be here. All right, Len. Manny's waving. It looks like he's here. Hi. Welcome to the show. I mean,
what's up?
Well, you
started early. Did all the tattoo talk. It's like, why should I even log in?
You might have. I didn't look up any tattoo information because I've been too busy.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, you know, they're here and they're hanging out with me. And how are you?
A little tired.
Yeah, I bet traveling takes a hell of a lot out of you.
Yeah, it does. What's going on? So you were talking tattoos already?
Yeah, we were talking tattoos, and I shared I shared this. I'll share it with you. It's really cute. So let me see if I can do this again. Do this correctly.
Anybody sending their pictures of their tattoos?
We haven't gotten that far yet. So now I got to come back over here, and then I got to hit add to stream. So this is Jeff Dunham's new hot sauce kit.
Hey, there's Joe Biden.
What?
There's Joe Biden in the middle.
Oh, yeah. So the left guy there, that's jalapeno on a stick. That's Jose Jalapeno. And then you got Walter in the middle, who says he's hot. And I'm like, well, you know, any 70-year-old man is not hot, just cranky. And then you got Ahmed there with what the fuck heat. So I had to share that because I came across that. That was really fucking cute.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. So, all right, you're here, so I'll let you take over. And yeah,
holy crap! Let me catch up on here.
Jeebers, he says.
Did you share your tattoos already? I didn't catch.
Yeah, I showed the ones on my arms. I didn't show the one on my ass or the one on my front bump. I decided to keep it somewhat clean.
The reason I wanted to talk tattoos.
Why, you got one?
Hey, Carol. Everybody's seen this one, right? Can I do this without taking off my special bracelet?
Well, we'll check you out, Mr. Crab.
I better take it off. That's not a crab.
Oh, it's a scorpion. So what, you think you're the Scorpion King?
Damn right. So The reason I wanted to talk tattoos because I was out at dinner the other night with someone.
Who?
And this
Do I
little
know him?
girl, waitress, no.
Huh.
She came over and she's like, "Is that a scorpion?" I was like, "Yep." And she was talking about she wanted to get a tattoo. She's only 17. She's a waitress at the restaurant, a server. And she's like, "Well, why can't? Well, you can't get one till you're 18." And she said, "Yeah, but my mom won't let me. She'll disown me and stuff." I was like, "What? That's not cool." And I'm like,
No.
once you're 18, you don't really need permission from your parents.
No, you don't.
Right.
And I really wish they would make tattoos like 21, because at 18 you're too immature, and a lot of these 18-year-olds don't realize that motherfucker's on there for life. Unless if you want it removed, you're going to pay 10 times what you paid to put it on there. You're going to pay 10 times the price to get it off.
Yeah, but that's the one time I say, my body, my choice. I'll never ever say that again anywhere, except for getting a tattoo.
Uh-huh.
So I'm telling her, well, you got to try to convince your mom, And then I told her to scare her mom, get one on your face, get a fake one on your face and stuff, and on your forehead, and come home with it. Yeah, and mom will have a heart attack. And then, no, I'm just kidding. I just got this little one on my arm. See how that works?
Yeah, she'll kick your ass out if you come home with something on your damn face.
Yeah. So, what do your tattoos mean to you? I mean, you don't get them just, I want to draw something or pick whatever. If you do it that way, I don't think it's like, It's more. Right. I mean, it's special tattoo, if it's meaningful to you.
Yeah, I mean, each tattoo has a different meaning, or it represents a different something that was going on in my life. Like my 4-leaf clover that's on fire that no longer has the fire, because, like I was telling these guys, reds, yellows, and whites are especially the white. It's really hard to get in a person and make it stick. And the reds and the yellows, they don't last long.
Yeah.
So my 4-leaf clover on fire, I got that after winning $1,200 on a scratch off. So it's actually a 4-leaf clover that says lucky and flames around the clover.
So all it took was $1,200, huh?
Yeah. And then up here, my shark, as I told these guys, I was in Florida at the time, and I was volunteering at the Florida Aquarium in Tampa. And I was in the locker room changing, and I was talking to some guy, and I was following him or just walking with him. And next thing I know, I'm in the damn shark tank, and I didn't realize it until I seen a shark swim in front of me, and I swam and got the hell out of there. And he's laughing his ass off because, of course, he knows where he is. And he's like, "Well, you got to get a shark tattoo now." So I did. And then my dolphin tattoo over here. I love dolphins, so. That's why I got my dolphin, and he's splashing up out of water. I got Flipper over there. And then I got my music notes because I'm really into music. And then, of course, I got my tramp stamp. And on my upper shoulder blade, I have music notes on fire. And then there's the eel from The Little Mermaid. And
okay, now why do you have that?
Because I'm a huge Disney fan, or I was. Okay. And I love the ocean, and the shark and the eel are part of the ocean. And then, of course, there's what's his fucking nuts? That little crab from The Little Mermaid. What the fuck was his name? Sebastian. Sebastian. I got him like in my groin area, so I can tell everybody I actually have crabs.
That's funny. So mine is not just a regular tattoo. It's actually
it's kind of like a tribal. It's like a tribal or a
it's a Mayan design.
Yeah,
in the tradition of a Mayan art. So just something that tells me, not that I need to be reminded, but just people so that they know, yes, that's where my roots stem. And then yes, the scorpion, because I'm a Scorpio, November baby. So I would like to know what everybody's tattoo means. I mean, you see all kind of stuff. I mean, There is no standard tattoo, well, except for stuff like mother or what else is standard? Is there anything standard really?
Some people, I was telling these guys that the guy that did most of my tattoos, he did portraits, and he a lot of his work is in the tattoo magazine, and he always went out to Vegas every year, and he won contests for his portraits. And I mean, his portraits that he does on people's skin, I mean, they look like they're standing right in front of you. And a lot of people do the portraits too. Oh, well, that was my mother, or that was my father, that was my baby, or my child, or whatever. And it's just a way to memorialize them. And I get that, but I don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to show some bad tattoo jobs.
Oh, and they're out there.
Oh, I got a few to show you right here. Betty Rubble. Hi, Betty. Are you sure your Chinese tat says what it says? I've heard people getting other languages and them being nothing what they thought.
I am 100% positive, because my best friend who, well, we're no longer friends now, but back then, is Chinese, because you're not going to turn into something else. So she is Chinese, actually wrote it for me, and then they converted it.
Aha. And there was a thing came out on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. A lady, I think in Arizona, she put the coordinates, the longitude and latitude lines.
Yeah.
Of what she thought was, I think it was Arizona, Phoenix. It turned out to be somewhere else. She was off in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, shit.
Somebody didn't figure the coordinates properly. So that was wrong. And here, let me show you.
And if you guys want to take a picture of your tattoo, or if you have a picture of it, send it over to Manny real quick. And if you want to tell him who it is, or we can use your name or whatever, let him know. Otherwise, we're just like a viewer says this is their tattoo, yada, yada, yada. Wanted to share it. But if you want your name along with that,
and I'll show it. I'll show it. You don't have to give your name. I can just show the tattoo and not say who it's from. That's cool. I get that.
Ship it over.
Here, that's supposed to be Michael Jackson.
I more see it on the left than the right.
Is that hilarious or what?
I definitely get it off
the one on the right. Left. The one on the right, I don't know who that is. If that's supposed to be Michael Jackson, then that.
At first glance, when I first seen it, I was thinking the Mary Magdalene.
Oh, that's supposed to be, what's her name?
I don't know, but she looks really familiar.
Yeah, she was on Beetlejuice, and she was in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mermaids.
Yeah. That's Winona Ryder.
That's it, Winona Ryder, the shoplifter.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be Winona Ryder. And that's what's his name?
But no cigar.
Well, I mean, close, but it's kind of a cartoonish thing, I think.
I think it looks better on the tattoo than in real life. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Bob Barker.
He looks
that's
better
not horrible. Left. Yeah, it's not horrible. Freddie Mercury.
Oh, it is Eddie Mercury.
They got the teeth right.
They did. He had some big teeth.
He had a big, huge overbite, that guy.
Chris Farley.
Well, that's not horrible either, kind of.
Well, if you're comparing it to the picture, it's not horrible, but I mean, even the picture's horrible.
Mike Tyson.
He's the one that he can pull off a face tattoo really well.
These are hilarious. It is that Michael Jackson one. Oh, God. Oh, man, I'd be pissed
Marilyn.
off. Oh, my goodness.
That is a really bad Marilyn tattoo.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it looks like her face has started falling, sliding down the arm.
Benjamin Franklin. That kind of, I don't know, maybe.
They
got like his right eye. His eye is kind of right, actually, believe it or not.
It looks like they copied it more off of $100 bill than they did that photo.
He kind of looks like the kid Rocky from that movie with Cher. What was the name of that movie?
Mask.
Mask. Yeah. Anybody see Mask with Cher?
One of my favorite movies.
Great movie, man. Great movie.
Sam Elliott's in it.
I would say that looks like Bieber.
Yeah, but it looks. Get rid of the writing, and it'd be an okay tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying of the image itself.
That is a real bad Elvis.
Man, why you gotta hurt Elvis like that?
It kind of looks like one of the people from The Hills Have Eyes, that old freaky movie.
Why you gotta hurt Elvis like that?
Well, I mean, look at him. Robert Pattinson.
That's Edward from Twilight, right? Twilight.
Yep, and he was also in Harry Potter too.
Dang, that's not even him. That's a bad. That's not good.
Why would somebody get a tattoo? That's Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter.
Why would you get a tattoo of that guy?
Did you know, this is going to be a little bit of TMI, but he's a method actor, and I can't remember the movie it is. He is in a movie. He's in a movie, and
Hi, Hilda.
There's a guy and a girl in bed, and they're doing their thing, and he's over on the floor choking his chicken, and he's actually really doing it in real life.
No way.
Yes, there's a whole article on it.
Mr. Magoo got over 100 tats, 14K. No way, dude. You got to show some of that stuff.
Yes,
14 grand, 100 tattoos. Holy crap! You got no more place to put them.
Well,
where do you put 100
if he ran
tattoos?
out of like arms and legs and back, then you know he's going to places only his wife sees.
Yeah. That's it. I love that tattoo show on MTV with Snooki, and they tattoo two people, and sometimes it's raunchy or plain. I think I saw something like that. It wasn't.
Anything that Snooki is in is raunchy.
Wasn't there a tattoo program where you just had to get whatever you didn't know what was going on you, and you couldn't see it until it was done?
There's a show in Chicago, something inked, that they do in Chicago, and I've only seen like 20 minutes of an episode because there was just way too much fucking drama.
I used to follow Kat all the time. What's her name? Kat Von D.
Oh,
you know who Kat Von D is?
Really? Yeah.
You don't?
No, not. I mean, if you show me a picture, I might know, but name doesn't ring a bell.
Hey, Melissa. Kat Von D. Okay. Now I got to show you who Kat Von D is. I'll bet people know who Kat Von D is. She had that TV show, The Tattoo. She owned a parlor, and it was like a reality show, and she was always drama in her tattoo parlor.
Yeah, see, I can't deal with all that fake drama shit. Oh, I had to play Terrence Williams today on the show because I was so early. You know how he always does, come on in, come on in, come on in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kat Von D.
Let me kick off these freaking ads.
Yeah, no clue.
Really?
Yeah.
She got tattoos. Well, now she's wearing a shirt there, but she's got tattoos all over the place, and she's a tattoo artist. Very famous. She had her own TV show. What was that her show called? Something Inc., right? Somebody help me out here. Something Inc. Anyway, that's Kat Von D.
Yep. Clueless on that.
I took my daughter to get her tattoo. I think she was 16. Really? You let her get a tattoo at 16? That's so cool. What was it? And where was it? That's what I want to know. Am I the only one without a tat? My parents were too strict back then.
Hungry Hippo wants a tat, but they're afraid that it's going to hurt.
Lynn, get a tattoo. Just get a little one.
Yeah, get a little heart-shaped one right on your right chest.
A titty tat. They call them a titty tat. when they're like right, in that area, not necessarily, but just in their cleave, kind of that area.
Get a little heart with wings on it. Get like a little unicorn.
But see, to me, it's important that it means something. So make sure get something that means something, signifies
little rose.
Lynn, just get one. Hungry Hippo, not nice, man. What did I say? Not nice.
Titty tat.
No, this was before. This was sitting there for a little bit.
Oh,
because I'm catching up on the comments. What was not nice?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't have any. She has 3. Well, that's cool that you consented and took her.
Well, and tattoos aren't for everybody. They're kind of like children. They're not for everybody.
I was thinking about getting one every location that I visit.
Uh-huh.
Kind of almost like a stamp that I've been there, kind of like a passport stamp.
Refrigerator magnets are cheaper.
Good point. Carol's got no tattoos.
And like those little spoons, those are cheap too.
Ugh, yeah, I don't like them. Then they're hard to find. Not everybody has them. I know somebody who collected those ones.
Hey, Nadia.
So Carol's got no tats. She's a blank canvas.
Well, as I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Steamboat guy. I can't think of his first name. He said virgin skin. Yeah, virgin skin.
Oh man, that behind. Hang on a second. Here we go. Okay, good evening, Nadia. I want one, but not sure where because work frowns upon them. I get that because this one I have right here, I have to cover it up with a wristband when I'm at the front at work. I have to cover it up, and I knew that, but I knew that I could cover it up too. So
yeah, if you get one, make sure it's a place that you can have it covered. Like upper thigh, shoulder. That
you can have it covered, but if you want to show somebody, it's not like a big deal. It's not something too risky, right? Unless you don't want to show it to anybody, that's fine too. Then you put it wherever you want.
Sometimes getting a little risque is fun.
I thought you were going to say you have a huge one on your ass. Scared you were going to show it. No, the closest thing to that is Bam's tramp stamp.
And I can't wear jeans anymore, but I used to have, when I did wear jeans, I could do an amazing impersonation of Dolly Parton's tits with my butt.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I had some great booby cleavage with my butt.
That's funny. Hey, Fausto, what's up, man? How you doing? How's it going for you today, buddy?
Yo, Fausto.
He had a loss, friend or somebody close to the family or family, I think, yesterday.
Dude, I think that sucks. I'm sorry, man.
So hope you're doing all right, buddy. The problem with tattoos is that the place of employment might have a policy against them. My daughter had to cover hers up with Band-Aids every single day. Yeah, so you really have to be careful where you put it, when you put it. If you're young, you don't know what your future holds for a job or employment. If you're become an entrepreneur and have your own company, your own business, different story, right?
Absolutely. But there are and a lot of these millennials have tattoos, and a lot of the professional business places are not looking at it as bad anymore. That as long as it's not offensive as far as sexual or swear words or anything like that, they actually accept them now.
Yeah, it really depends. I mean, you go anywhere, restaurant, fast food, anything. You see tattoos all over the place, and they're okay with it. Depends what industry you're in. Exactly, Betty. That's what keeps me from getting one. Me getting one. I also want one of those tiny little bling earrings on my nose. You mean like just a little thing, like a little stud thing? Not a stud, but like a little just whatever. And
like a little diamond jewel or something.
See, I don't mind that.
A little twinkle every so often.
This thing they put right here, I don't like that freaking thing.
Oh, the door knocker. I call it the door knocker.
It's annoying as hell. I hate that thing.
It's a door knocker. Hello,
why would somebody put that there? Yeah, right. Just grab it and start knocking it. So what happens when you got a cold and you're boogered and your nose is running and you got snot? Don't you get snot on that thing?
Don't know.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not sad to say that. Gotcha. Hey, David. Some religious sects believe that a tattoo is a sin. Here, other sects use tattoos to tell their life story. Yeah, it goes from one extreme to another. There is some religion that's really, really frowned upon, and it's very bad. Hey, Fausto, mine's a star. The meaning of it for me is no matter where I am, I can always find my way home like a North Star. Well, that's cool.
I like
See?
that. That is cool.
That's cool when there's meaning behind it. My daughter's Infinity bachelor's degree. She believes she could. There you go. See, this meaningful stuff that's good. Angelina Jolie's tats look awesome on her back, but I have no idea what they say. Haven't seen them.
If it's a real tattoo, watch the movie Wanted. She has an amazing back tat in that. And I think that one is her real back tattoo.
Wanted. By the way, Bam, I haven't seen the Angelina Jolie movie yet. I was completing the Bethany Frankie reality show season. I saw the Angelina Jolie movie.
What do you think of it?
Not what I expected.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Something about it was a little strange.
Well, and you got to realize too that they filmed this movie in the height of the pandemic.
You know, I get that. But there was something about it that didn't. It was just, I don't know. It didn't. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. I think it could have been a lot more action than what it was.
Oh yeah. Do we know if did that guy die? I'm just going to say, did that guy die? I'm not going to say who or what part of the movie.
Yes.
Okay. See, I wasn't sure. I don't know if they ever went back to that or not. All I know is that they took him away, and that's all I remember. Yes. Anyway, so I'm not going to spoil it. My son is covered from his jaw to his ankles. Oh man, a full walking tattoo guy. I know a couple girls who Chinese pictography says all aboard. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. That's the spirit.
Oh, and then, there's different techniques to tattoos. I mean, over here we use guns with vibrating needles that go in and out like really fast. There's parts of the world where they use like a bone with like little teeth, and they beat it with a little hammer.
And they tap it, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's they have like an acid burning one where they kind of like etch your skin, and it's like that way forever. And then of course there's henna, and I think that's a month, 6 weeks, and then it disappears.
Oh, so it's not permanent? I thought it was permanent.
No, I think henna's temporary.
I want that old style tattoo where they're tapping on the thing with a little hammer or whatever it is, or a little stick. I want to do one like that. That's like hardcore. Like,
I would think that would be extremely painful.
I would imagine so. Black Ink Chicago. No tattoos for me. I'm good. Oh, come on, Hilda. Just one.
Just one.
Just get one.
You got a rose there. Get a rose.
Just get it that says like #1 grandma or something.
#1 hot grandma.
Louis, what's up, buddy? I know who Kat is, and I don't have any tattoos. It's not for everybody.
No, they're not.
It's not for everybody. Monica, welcome. Hey, I need to talk to you, by the way. Some more developments in our industry. I'll give you a call later if that's okay. I just pulled into North Platte, literally. I hope you're doing good, man. Manny, the MTV show was called How Far Is Tattoo Far? LA Inc. That was her show.
When you're getting tattoos on your eyelids and every inch of your body is covered from head to toe, even your scalp.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about the cosmetic tattoos. Eyeliner.
Yep, I've seen that done.
Holy crap! Doesn't that hurt your freaking eyeballs? Your little eyelid is so thin. That's gotta freaking hurt. Anybody get that?
I used to work with the girl in Cincinnati. Her name was Lonnie, and she was from Hawaii. And Lonnie. And I always call her Lonnie Le Luau.
We got a Lonnie that worked with us at Sky West.
Oh, this is a tiny little girl. She's like 5'1", 4'9", 5'1". I mean, she's short little shit. If she had heels on, she's barely pushing 5'2". But she went back to Hawaii to get it redone because it started fading over time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, doesn't that hurt? She goes, oh, no, babe. You don't feel anything. I'm like, I'll have to take your word for it because I ain't ever doing it.
Might be boozed up a little bit.
Might be. You don't know.
Kat Von D feed show. Her show was called LA Inc. There was also Miami Inc. What's up, Roy? Number 7. Tattoo number 7 coming up. Yeah, I think I'm due for another one. It's time. Sometimes you just know it's time. Don't
let the chicken woman know because she somehow it'll turn into like a gay flag thing.
Stop. Between shoulder blades, it's 2 paw print, heartbeat, paw print. She got it because she had a guinea pig that she had for almost 1 year. Is that what I meant?
That would be my guess.
See, as long as it's meaningful, I think it's cool that they mean something.
Well, every tattoo should mean something to you.
Oh, wow. That's a long time for a guinea pig, isn't it? Guinea pig life, those things are little. They don't last that long usually. You sound like Nike. Just do it. I'm not craving a tat yet.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just
do it.
Just don't be afraid to do it. Just, something will come up. Think about something that's meaningful or someone in your life that was meaningful, a parent, family member, or a situation or something. And I don't know. I think it's cool. Mike Tyson tat.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's eye tat is like iconic to me. I mean, it is just, it's so
that's
cool.
That's that thing around here, right? It's like a tribal thing or something.
It is a tribal. It's like a tribal C or something, or it's like a paw scratch or something. I mean, to me, it's just so iconic. And when he came out with it, it's like, who the fuck would do that? And then you're like, that's really fucking tight.
You all seen Dave Navarro's Ink Master reality show?
I think I have.
Might have seen part of it one time. I don't know. It didn't grasp my attention. It was interesting, though. I mean, some of these tattoo artists are freaking talented as hell, man.
They really are.
Holy cow. I don't know. I don't have any tattoos. Death fear of needles. Really?
See, I'm not a fan of needles either, David, but, this is not going like in your skin, injecting like, well, it is injecting. It is going in your skin.
It is.
But it's not like it's like kind of like on your skin, and it's like vibrating, and it's just kind of like being drugged along like a little cat scratch. It's pretty much what it is. It's between a bee sting and a cat scratch.
Yeah, it feels like somebody's running a Dremel tool up and down your arm or whatever. And depending on where you do it, some areas are more sensitive than others. And the one I got right up there at the top.
Oh, they hit a couple of bones, didn't they?
The 2 ends right here in the middle of the wrist. Holy cow, man! That felt like that was burning. I had to have him stop because it was nasty.
He tweaked a bone. And another thing I forgot to tell you guys, Manny was just kind of touching on it. With these artists, as good as they are, there's a lot to tattoo art. I mean, you have to worry about colors, how they interact, how bright should I make it, how light should I make it, the shading, if there's any kind of shading for a 3D effect, how dark, how light, how little. Black and gray to me is it's a special art form to it because it's all about shading, and if it's shaded perfectly, then it's going to be an amazing piece. But if it's off just a little bit, I mean, it can throw that whole entire piece off. So I mean, you really got to pick a good tattoo artist that you can actually trust, and don't be afraid to ask to see their work. Every
For
tattoo artist
sure.
will have pictures of, I did this, I did that, I did this. Don't be afraid to ask to see their work, so you know what type and how good your artist is.
Yeah, and somebody who's got references, or if you know somebody who had some and that you like the work they do. There was a coworker of mine. She, I think she goes to New Mexico. She's got the dude over there, and she will fly to New Mexico and get her tattoos done there. So when it's somebody you trust, I get it. It makes all the difference in the world. Carol, nothing virgin about this skin, but too wrinkled and old for a tat now. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. They can probably put one on there.
Well, when when I was 28 getting a tattoo, they pulled and stretched that skin. I thought my skin was pretty tight, and but he found a way to pull it and stretch it even more to get that ink in there, and that's what they end up doing.
Don't get them on straight tequila night neither.
Oh no. Do not be drinking, because alcohol thins your blood, and I'm not going to lie to you, there can be some bleeding going on in a tattoo.
I haven't seen a lot of that, so I don't have any experience with that, nor have I seen any of that. But I suppose it's possible.
It is.
What was that tattoo from that movie? That weird tattoo the guy's got on his neck, and it's spelled wrong.
Oh, no regrets.
That's it. No regrets.
Or regrets or whatever. Yeah.
Instead of
that's from Where the
Millers.
That's from Where the Millers.
That's right. Oh man, that would.
No regrets, something man. You know what I mean? No regrets.
I'm afraid of the pain, but I just may one day get a small infinity sign or a small koi fish or replica of my fur baby's pauper. There you go. See? It was off. I didn't like the movie. Hey, Amy, you got tattoos, Amy?
Amy, what
Amy
you
got
gonna do?
Betty Rubble, I just tell friends don't get people's names like friends or lovers or except your kids, because that's true. Yeah, don't put don't put a husband name or boyfriend name on there,
because a year from now you're going to be back at that tattoo. And, well, how can we cover this up?
Yeah,
I no longer date Fred. How can we get Fred removed?
That could be a problem. And then
don't let a motherfucker brand you.
You will regret that one. Bam, Wanted is one of my all-time favorite movies. I saw some comments about the new Angelina movie. They were disappointing in the end. Yeah, me too. That's a good way to put it. But don't spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
It's still an enjoyable movie.
What's up, Oscar? Hey, Manny. The only tattoo I have is my smallpox vaccine scar.
Yes, we all have those from the 70s.
I think I have one. You know what? You can put a tattoo on that. Put a tattoo on that.
You could.
Sometimes
big old smiley
face. There you go. Exactly. That was hilarious. The school district even frowned upon them. Even upon henna. Yeah, I understand it. Unless it's part of
a culture. And and henna came from the Indian culture, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it's Indian. And if you have
feather.
Yeah. If you have an Indian in the school working and they happen to come in with henna and it's part of their religion and their culture, frown away, motherfucker. KMAMF. That's all I got to say on that.
Part of the culture, and I don't know if religion is required. And if any of the religions actually require a tattoo, but something like henna, where it's part of
I think
definitely cultural.
I think henna is part of a religion.
Yeah, so then it's like, well, you know what? This is my religion, and whatever, they can't do anything about it. I wish I was a grandma. Oh, really? Then just get one that says like hot wife or something. I'm sure your hubby will like that. This weekend I saw The Woman in the Window with Amy Adams, Julianne Moore, Gary Oldman. Any good? Is that any good? That sounds. I love Gary Oldman.
That's Goldman.
I know. I think she means Oldman. He was in The Professional. Remember that movie, The Professional?
Nope.
No, with Jean Reno. He was an assassin. This is New York. This is back in I think it's a 90s movie, early 90s, maybe late 80s. Oh no, it was Madonna, so it had to be 80s. Anyway, it's that little girl's one of her first movies. What's that girl's name? God, she was in that ballet movie, The Black Swan.
Don't know.
Yeah, what's her name? She's a pain in the ass, kind of.
Oh, Winona Ryder's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, that too, but
Hilary Swank's a pain in the ass.
Here she is, Natalie Portman.
She's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know. And she was in that as a little girl. They killed her whole family, and then it's a cool movie. It's a nice movie, actually. They killed her whole family. It's a nice movie. Normally, you don't say that in the same sentence, but it was actually good. Check that out.
That little girl, Dakota Fanning. She's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, but she was good in the Denzel movie when she was real little.
Yeah.
Well, what was that Denzel movie?
It was Denzel. So I mean, if you're working with Denzel, you got to be top notch, or you ain't fucking in the movie.
But she was
That's little. How that shit goes.
She was very little. Mark Anthony was in that movie. That little skinny twerp. Oh my goodness, I can't do what was the name of that movie? I'm at a loss. I can't remember. One of my favorite movies. Back now.
Oh, Paul, you're back now.
Welcome, Paul.
He left to watch The Voice.
Paul's funny. Yes, my daughter told me about the body morphing tattoo where ink is injected in the white of the eyeball and made to look permanent. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. People have gone blind because of that.
Yeah. That, and you got the not whole PA and then you got that little ring there between the that you just don't put jewelry down there back there behind your Holy Trinity and before the shoot. You just don't do that. I don't know why people do that.
No, that's not that's so dumb. People have gone blind because of that. Mask was a great movie. 100% great. If you guys haven't seen Mask,
that's got to be the best movie ever created.
And I believe it was a true story. It's based on a true story.
It is.
Yeah. Cher was real good in that movie. You know who's in that movie?
There's Cher. There's Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. That man's man. He was real good in that movie too. And the kid that what's the name of the kid that played the kid?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you know. I got to look it up now. Mask was played by Eric Stoltz. Eric Stoltz, and it is based on a true story. Great movie. You guys should check it out. It's a tearjerker. Hungry Hippo says, I had upper and lower eyeliner done. Yes, it does hurt. Mine bled going home. I must have scared people driving home. Oh my goodness. You have blood dripping from your eyes. Yeah, that would not be. Oh man, that had to hurt. I can't even imagine. I mean, yuck. But was it worth it though? Did it last? How long ago was that done? Is it still there? What's up, Paul? Loggerhead Turtle here from Rescue after BP oil spill. Only tattoo. Really? That's cool. Where do you have it? Nadia, I read that Dolly Parton always wears long sleeve tops and dresses and jackets because she has tattoos on her arms. She was in Good Morning America live last week and she had henna tats on her hands. That's cool. Dolly Parton's always been a cool lady. Betty Rubble. Miami Ink was a great show. Kat Von D is a great artist. She is. It's awesome. She can do some I'd love to get tattooed by her, man, but I know that won't be cheap. Hey, David, I can't watch someone in a movie or TV show get a shot. Really? Yeah, you know what? I went through an episode where anytime they were going to draw blood on me, I would pass out. And I think it was the smell of the alcohol with knowing what was about to happen, and it became a problem for a while. So I get what you mean. I don't like to watch people get injections either. But in a movie, it's not a real shot. It's just a piece of metal that looks like it's going in, but really they're just pushing the syringe part in, and the needle's going into the needle, so it's not really going in. So keep that in mind. It's a movie. Kat Von D, LA Inc. Yep. Hey, Marisa, welcome. We need to talk. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I have one. Okay, what is it? You can't just say I have one and not say what it is. A lot of people have Dolly Parton tattoos. Why? Because of her boobies? Who's got Dolly Parton? Who would have a Dolly Parton tattoo?
Oh, Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton.
What kind of, I guess somebody who likes country music, I imagine, would have a Dolly Parton tattoo.
Or anybody that loves her. I mean, she's a phenomenal actress, hell of a singer.
The guy that filled my eyeglass prescription has sleeves on both arms and looks like the Green Goblin. Some sleeves are actually pretty cool looking if they're done right.
Yeah.
They got to be done right. You can't just put a bunch of random stuff anywhere. There's got to be a flow to it.
I'm turning into an alcoholic. I made a drink.
Portman's first movie. Yep. The Professional. That was a cool movie. That was a great movie.
Ooh, pretty tasty.
Jean Reno was real good in that too. I like Jean Reno. Natalie Portman from V for Vendetta. Black Swan. Yeah, Natalie Portman. That's Man on Fire. That's the movie I'm talking about. Have you not seen Man on Fire, Bam?
Does not ring a bell.
Denzel Washington, Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, but that was not have Denzel Washington in it. Okay, that was Whitney Houston and what's his nuts.
Your assignment is to go and watch Man on Fire. Totally worth it. Oh, Christopher Walken is in it a little bit. Mark Anthony a little bit. I forgot that Raja. I forgot her name. That's actress, blonde. She was good in it too. I can't remember her name. Anyway, that's got that little girl that you said earlier.
Dakota Fanning?
Dakota Fanning. She was young. She was, I don't know, 8, something like that in that movie.
I was never a fan of Dakota Fanning. She is a brat.
She's good in that movie, though. It's a great film. It's actually a great film. Yep. Carlos, what's up? Man on Fire. Yeah, awesome. Have you ever seen the original Man on Fire?
I've seen plenty of Men on Fire, usually when they're trying to run from a burning car or a burning building or something.
Man on Fire. I forgot the guy's name. Got the actor. His name is... No, this ain't the one. Yeah, Scott Glenn. Scott Glenn. You guys remember Backdraft?
I do. That was a good movie.
That was an excellent movie. Scott Glenn is that guy at the end of the movie who turns out who's starting all these fires. That's Scott Glenn.
Ah.
So he's in the original Man on Fire. Man in for Manny. Dakota Fanning was good in War of the World. Oh, yeah. War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. Yeah. She does scream good. You know,
the
Tom
only
Cruise,
thing... The only thing that I've ever enjoyed Dakota Fanning in was The Runaways, when they were portraying Joan Jett's life before becoming famous. It's the only thing I've ever enjoyed her in.
No, check out, she was younger, but check out Man on Fire. Check it out for Denzel, mostly. Great movie. You haven't seen that, man. That's that's a good one.
Well, there's 2 I got to watch now because somebody told me I have to watch American fucking Sniper with Bradley Cooper.
Oh, you got to watch American Sniper, dude. But watch the other one first. Man on Fire first. It's older, so you got to watch that first. Sam Elliott. Yep, he was.
I love Sam Elliott. He is a hell of an actor.
Eric Stoltz was the lead. That's right. Great movie, man. If you guys haven't seen Mask, check out Mask with Cher. Cher is in it. The homemade ones with Indian ink is painful. My husband did 3 like that. Ouch. Whoa. But that's the point of it. That's kind of the point of it.
You got pictures of them? Share some pictures if you can.
It's like it's supposed to hurt, you know? It's like that's part of it. It just hurts.
Well, yeah, that's part of the whole rite of passage of getting a tattoo.
That's
is
the
pain.
mystique of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't hurt that much that you're going to die or something. It's just slightly a little discomfort. And again, it depends on where you do it too.
Yes. Some parts of your body are more sensitive than other parts. This we know.
Yeah, Paul, we just talked about that ankle. It hurt going over the bone.
Oh, yes, It did. Holy cow, that little circle bone right there getting hit by a and you feel it through your whole entire fucking body.
Ink Master had some very talented artists in their works. I know some of these guys, I mean, the stuff they do with a tattoo needle is incredible. It's unreal. Cheers, Bam.
Yes, I'm having a 7-7.
Ugh. You lived with Lonnie from WKRP in Cincinnati. Remember Lonnie Anderson?
Oh, I do. That blonde bimbo.
Voluptuous Lonnie Anderson. People watch the show. They only watch the show to watch her. That's no secret.
That and Venus Flytrap, he was good.
He was good. That's true. Marissa
Hola, Marissa.
The Man on Fire finger amputation scene was my favorite. Sorry, I'm a goraholic. Love theater, makeup, and prosthetics. That was intense. That was there are some pretty intense scenes in that movie. But it was good overall. The movie was awesome. There's tons of good Denzel flicks. American Gangster, my favorite. Two Guns, Equalizer. Equalizer is freaking awesome. His filmography is top notch. It is. Although Bam said that last one he did, Bam was a little disappointed, weren't you?
Yeah, the newer one that he did. I can't think of the name of it.
I don't even know the name of it.
But the one where it was a pilot, phenomenal.
Flight.
Yes, that one was really good. But his newest one that came out last year, I can't think of the name of it, but huge disappointment. Huge.
What was the name of that? I suppose I should watch that. What is the name of that? Is that on HBO? Is that The Little Things?
I caught that. I'm sorry?
The Little Things, it's called.
Yeah. I believe I watched that on, I want to say on Amazon. Almost positive it was an Amazon movie.
I think we're due for a movie show pretty soon. Lonnie is a beauty. Oh, she was. Is she still alive?
I believe she is. She's got to be pushing every bit of 80.
Lonnie Anderson. How old is she? 75 years old. Good call.
She was married to Burt Reynolds for a while.
Yep. Bob Flick now. Burt Reynolds. Ross Bickle, whoever that is. Bruce Hasselberg.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hoe really got around.
She didn't do a lot of stuff, but
well, who needs to when you got the looks and you can marry men for money?
Anyway. Got enough for tattoos?
Hell, if I had the looks, I'd marry men for money too. Just call me the male version of Anna Nicole Smith. Motherfucker, you got your one foot on a banana peel and the other one in a grave? All right, let's go get hitched.
Anna Nicole Smith. That was a beautiful one.
She was very pretty. Even though she was on the larger side, she was extremely beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. I think that's what made her pretty.
And some women,
she was just made for that body and that.
Absolutely.
That's
some women just look. I mean, they look great thin. They look, with hardly anything, and other women are just like, wow. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. You are fucking amazing.
Yeah, she was a statuesque almost.
I would say she's statuesque. Absolutely.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget, Thursday we've got coming up Erasmo Castro meets Roy de los Santos. They've met before, but there's some issues that need to be clear up there. And for his own reasons, Mr. de los Santos won't go on Erasmo's show But he said he will talk to him here, and Erasmo has agreed. So we will have them both here on Thursday, 7 p.m. So don't miss that. That's going to be a good one.
Don't miss it.
Bam. Larger size. I think I look better fluffy. That's just me. Fluffy.
Well, you know, Fluffy is my favorite comedian. God damn, that motherfucker cracks me up.
Yeah, but she's not talking about comedians. She's talking about terms. You know,
Yeah, but see, if you say fluffy, to me that just means you can blow away. Because you're a pile of like feathers, or you're fluffy like a chicken.
I don't get that from Fluffy, but I don't mind Fluffy.
Fuck, Fluffy. I love it. You know, I love it when I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the day I get pulled over and they pull me out of my car and the motherfucker says, "Don't run." I'm going to turn and look at that motherfucker and go, "Run." Have you seen this? You think this fat ass can run?
Don't run.
Don't, motherfucker. I'm too old. I'm too fat, and I'm too tired. I ain't running.
Okay, that is not true. What she's saying right there.
She doesn't look. I mean, she's got a beautiful face. She does not. I mean, if I'm looking at her face, I would guess her weight at around 135, 140.
I don't know what the numbers are like, but she's not that. Stop it, Marisa. You're not.
And I would guess her age at about 33.
Really?
Yeah.
That I happen to know. I'm not gonna say what it is. That's for her to say. Carol says, "I don't skinny dip. I chunky dunk." I saw that somewhere on Facebook today. That was funny as hell. Chunky dunk.
I would skinny dip, but they outlawed whaling years ago, so I just quit.
Oh, cut it out. What else are we going to talk about today? Is that all? Should we just leave it at that?
You were the ones that wanted to talk about tattoos. So
I did, and I think we talked about it.
I think we covered tattoos really well.
Anything
we can figure out somebody else to talk about. So I read today an article. Mr. Joe Biden and his infinite wisdom starting July 15th. And I read the fucking article 17 times and I still don't understand it. But starting July 15th, you're going to start getting a monthly check up to $3,600 for families. But the families, okay? So I guess it's if you have children. And then they said something about a $250 and a $300, depending on how old the damn kid is. But you're going to get up to $3,600 a month, monthly, for families. So if you're single and you got no kids, I guess it's pretty much fuck you. If it's just you and your husband, I guess it's pretty much fuck you. It's all about these fucking kids. And you know how I feel about them goddamn things.
Yep.
And if the government's given a family of 4 or a single mom and her 3 kids $3,600, you know that $3,600 is not going to go towards those 3 kids. They may get $300 of it, but the rest of it, mom's going to be going to get her hair done, new outfit, food in the house, maybe catch up on some rent. I'm not a fan of Joe and the Hoe. Thank you, Marissa. I love you too.
That's because you said she looked 32.
33, thank you.
33. Here, check. Did you see this? You know who that guy is? Anybody see this?
No, but who's that? Who? No.
That's a rapper.
Is that a Kardashian?
That's a rapper, T.I. and his wife.
Okay, well, is that a Kardashian he's holding on to?
No.
Oh. Because those Kardashians ain't nothing but hoes.
His wife, Tamika. The headline is rapper T.I. and his wife, Tiny, under investigation in L.A. for alleged sexual assault and drugging.
Who are they drugging?
A lawyer representing the accuser claims 30 women have come forward with allegations against the couple. Holy crap.
There you have that. Chances are it's true.
Rapper T.I. and his wife, Tamika Tiny Harris, have found themselves the reported targets of the LAPD investigation, stemming from claims the couple sexually assaulted and drugged a woman in 2005. A bombshell report on Monday said that a woman identified only as Jane Doe met virtually with LAPD detectives in April about an alleged sexual assault that took place some 16 years ago. So, this brings up that whole question. It's like, why now?
Oh, chances are it's true.
Furthermore, the woman claimed in the letter that she had consumed 2 drinks before she was offered and accepted a sip from Tamika Harris's drink. And she claimed she was then invited back to the Harris's hotel room along with other women from the establishment. I think she slipped her a Mickey.
It's entirely possible. She could be a little on the bisexual side. She was wanting to scissor cut.
So I'm not saying obviously women should bring this up, but why wait 16 years? Why,
sometimes
the longer you go and the longer you wait, I think the less credible your story may seem.
That may be true, and I am not speaking from personal experience, but I would guess that you have to get right in your own mindset and deal with it yourself and accept it yourself before you can even talk about it, let alone attempt to hire an attorney and go see a cop and press charges. The whole fucking world knows it then. I mean, it's a process, according to the SVU station. It's a process.
Yeah.
And that very well could be.
And I get it. I'm not saying, I know that some women are traumatized and it takes a while to talk about it, like you said, and deal with it, process it in your own mind, deal with it in your own way. But I think it's not good for your perpetrator. The longer you wait, the better chances his are of getting away with it. El Bad Hombre, what's up, brother? Where you been? $300 per kid for ages 0 to 5, $250 for kids 5 to 17 from July to December. Wow. And I don't know.
And according to the article I read, this is for 36 million Americans plus, 36 million plus.
Well, good for them, but I don't know.
So if you don't have any fucking kids between 0 and 17, so I guess they're given. Well, I guess 1 day old would be like 0. Well, no, not really, because it's not 0 if it's 1 day old.
No, if you got a newborn, you'll get kids. Along these lines, the Texas governor just announced today, by the way, that extra unemployment money.
Yeah.
Putting an end to it in Texas. It's over.
They're putting an end to it in a lot of states.
Yeah, I hope so, because there's a lot of jobs available out there and people need to fill them. I mean, for me, it's job security because in my industry, we're freaking busy. There's not enough people working at all these places and they keep sending us everywhere. So,
well, and that's because the schedules you're offering or the times you need people to work, they're like, fuck you, I'm not going to come in at 7 o'clock at night and work until midnight.
They used to before. It was never a problem before.
Or I have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning and work until 8:30. And then you want me back at 7 at night? Yeah, that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, and some of that is true. But they even some places raise the starting wage for this type of job to $15 an hour. And they still can't get anybody.
Well, no, because you can go to McDonald's and earn $15 an hour and push buttons and take cash.
That was part of the last COVID relief bill passed in March. Gotcha. What a shock. A rapper that sleeps around. I know, right? No surprise there. But this was more than sleeping around. This was when you're talking drugging somebody, that's shady stuff. That's not rape. That's rape.
Well, it is. And, it really sucks to the people or to the individuals that are being drugged and raped. I mean, is it a drug that knocks out every fucking memory? or you're waking up foggy and you're clueless and you have to put bits and pieces together over a period of time as they come back to you. And then
I've heard
is it reliable?
I've heard a couple things. There's one, roofies, Rohypnol, that they just start to pass out. They don't know what happened. Next thing you know, they wake up and they could feel that they've been violated, but they don't know what happened.
Yeah, it feels like a freight train went through you.
Yeah, and another one, I think it might be Rohypnol. Sometimes they wake up, but they can't move. They're like they're paralyzed because of that drug. And that's messed up.
Yeah.
When are we having another paranormal show? Soon. I need to schedule one of those. I got some more stuff.
Is that Samantha Stevens right there in that picture?
That's Jane Fonda.
Looks like Samantha Stevens.
Barbarella.
That looks like Samantha Stevens.
I don't even know who that is, but that's Barbarella from... That's Jane Fonda from Barbarella.
Samantha Stevens is Samantha Stevens from Bewitched.
Oh, you mean... Yeah. No, that's not... No way.
Kind of looks like her.
That's Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda was... Yeah, she was hot. She was hot.
Well, yeah, back in the 80s and 90s when she did her little workout videos.
You guys ever see Barbarella? Have anybody seen? That's a weird ass movie. Trippy.
It looks like she's sucking on a hookah
or some kind of smoking thing. Check out Barbarella. It's a freaky, creepy movie. Not creepy. It's just weird. Trippy. Has Abbott cutting on the stuff. There we go. Cutting on. Yes, we just talked about that, Barbarella. Flashback. How many kids the Elvis allegedly fathered? I only know of the one. What's her name?
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. That's the only one I know about. Have there been others? I'm sure. Realistically.
Shonda, whatever you sent me says it's unavailable.
You know, he had to have.
Oh, yeah, especially in his drug phase.
Yeah.
He'd probably slept with anything that moved and that had two legs in a hole.
Yeah. What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, Jimmy Villa?
How are you, brother?
Taking those shades, man.
Bam. What it is, if the head of the household chooses, it is an advance in their future child tax credits for children. My kid was 18. An adult dependent, we don't qualify for squat.
Yeah, I don't qualify for squat either. Don't feel bad.
A lot of people.
I don't have any of them goddamn kids. I don't want any of them. They're too loud. They're too messy.
These people that have 3, 5, 6, 8 kids, they're gonna bank.
Well, yeah, and that's just because. I have 2 getting old enough to where I can't get food stamps anymore, so I need to have a couple more kids. And those are the ones that refuse to get a job and they just rely on the damn government to support them.
Yeah, this whole extra funding for unemployment needs to stop already. People need to get to work, back to work. These young people who are on it banking, they need to get back to work. This is a problem with it's a problem. It should not have gone on this long. You can blame the snowflakes and cancel culture for the laziness in the country right now.
No, and I think that it's time because everybody should have a vaccine by now. I mean, I have mine. I mean, it's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to fucking normal. Even the CDC says, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear masks in most places, except like hospitals, colleges, things like that. Every place else, you don't have to wear a damn mask. You're not going to transmit the disease. You've been vaccinated. The vaccine, if you do happen to get get the damn corona again, reinfected, the chances after it gets in your system, it gets broke down so tiny that you can't infect anybody that hasn't been vaccinated anyway, because the vaccine is doing what it's supposed to do, which is kill the damn virus. Now, the ones that are like the never Trumpers and the ones that are like, oh, I'm not going to get a vaccine because you're getting microchipped and the government's going to be this and they're going to do that. And they don't want it because it's going to kill me. I'm going to, those are the motherfuckers that you just need to shove your foot up their ass and say, get the fuck vaccine and move the fuck on so we can get back to normal.
This is true. That someone, R. Kelly.
Isn't that the motherfucker that lives here in Chicago? That's in prison now for
I don't know if he's in prison.
Last I heard he was in jail because there was
he was having
a case against him in like Philadelphia or something, and that judge over there doesn't want him out on bond.
Dude was having sex with a lot of young girls.
Yeah, pervert.
And some of them, he even videotaped it.
Well, I hope he gets put in prison and they lose the fucking key.
And how they're playing his music still, and he's still R. Kelly, blah blah blah, and I think he's convicted already.
Last I knew, he wasn't. He was going to court to still fighting shit. But Mr. R. Kelly, you don't have Michael Jackson money, okay? You can't pay off parents and have them sign a non-disclosure agreement, so to sleep with little boys. So you can't do that with little girls because you don't have Michael Jackson cash. Okay, you have little R. Kelly cash where you only have like a couple million. You didn't have 1,600 million. Okay, so just run on and go to prison.
Something like that, or somebody famous gets convicted of that kind of crime, or almost any kind of crime, especially this kind of crime, your career should be canceled and just done and over with. You shouldn't be allowed to keep playing your music on the radio and videos on programs. They should just get freaking canceled.
They should have canceled Michael Jackson after. What he have like 4 people that he settled out of court with.
He settled, but never admitted to anything, and they never admitted to, you know what I mean?
But you settled out of court. Chances are really high it was true.
Jimmy, yes, unsuccessful, man. Sorry to hear that. Bummer, bro. But you're not gonna give up. What else you got in store for the future? You're gonna try for something else, or what are you gonna do, Jimmy? Besides go to the beach. Yeah. Island time. I get it. You need a little time off. Campaigning is a lot of hard work. Campaigning is hard work.
I just had a year off. Can I take a little bit more time off?
No. That's a year is enough.
Okay, I miss Nappy Town. Okay, it's a fabulous place. Amazing things happen there, and I miss going there for the past 3 days.
I'm a fur. Oh, she's a fur mom, fur baby mom of 4 dogs and a cat. If only I could claim them as dependents on my taxes.
Get rid of that damn cat. I'll tell you right now. Get rid of that damn thing.
They get medical care, food, shelter, etc. Why the hell not? Yeah, right. That'd be kind of funny. They should have guessed they went a tax credit for rescuing animals.
Why not? You get them health insurance. They have health insurance for animals now.
You can. Don't know what I would do without work. It's the main part of my life now.
I know. You got to have adult interaction.
I could do a lot of things without work. If I didn't need to work, I'd be okay with that. I really would. Tomorrow's a special, it's called meeting at BISD. I wonder what will happen there. So I hope they're going to fire the friggin' lawyer. Finally. Think that'll happen? Just got out of rehab. Heard you had some juicy info on Sylvia La Felona. Sylvia, the felon.
She's sleeping with everybody she can to get the best deal she can.
Oh, man. Okay, look. Not going to come out and say it just yet, but do the math.
Oh, come on. Say it.
Do the math.
Say it.
How many times has this been pushed back? Okay, and one time maybe because there was a death in her family, right? Her brother died, one of her brothers. Who else would they reschedule this for? Because of even for a death in a family, people don't get. Oh yeah, we'll reschedule your sentencing for a different date, and they probably even let her go. Right? She's out on bond right now until her sentencing. I imagine. Do you think she's singing like a canary? Freaking better believe it. And something major is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. And for right now, that's all I can't. That's it. I can't.
Well, she shouldn't have been paying off the Darrows to kill Mary Beth.
Bam, are you starting your new job tomorrow? I think I heard you say that last week. He started already.
Oh, it wasn't a new job. I just went back to work.
You just went back to work.
Yeah.
Driving.
I went back to work on Saturday.
Snitches get stitches.
And then they get ditches.
In this case, snitches get perks.
Well, she may end up in Captain Cupcake, but they don't serve cupcakes at Cupcake.
I want to see if I might break that news. I don't know. I'll see in a couple of days. Let me figure this out. Is she a farm implement Bam?
Oh, they all hoes. All the Kardashians, they all hoes.
BISD is not going to do the right thing. Lawyer has dirt on them all. What kind of dirt? Like money, right? Bribes? That kind of thing?
Can I have some money?
He's given. Are you saying he's given money?
I need money. Give me some money.
Has he given money to these people and shared some of that money that he's pocketed? He's shared it so that they keep their mouth shut.
Share and share alike.
So they're not going to want to fire him because he's going to sing like a canary too.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Friggin' snitches, man. Nobody has any standards anymore. You know, you can't just. You did the wrong thing. Go pay your dues.
Well, you know, beggars can't be choosy. I doubt that.
I don't think that, because it would have happened already. I think if that was the case, she would not. It's like, why wait? You know, keep pushing it off. She'd want to be free and done with it.
Well, and then no matter what she's saying, it's got to be vetted. I mean, they need to look into it and see if it's true or not before they go any further with any dealing.
With her charges,
they ain't going to take this hoe at her word.
She can receive 45 years in prison. She better give up the big fish. I'll be waiting with anticipation. Yeah, I don't believe she's going to be free, 100% free. You know, my guess, and if somebody wanted to put a wager on this, I'm thinking it's the 10-year ballpark. 10-year, somewhere around there.
I want to see her at about 36 years. How old is this woman?
She's in her 40s, late 40s.
Fuck it. Give her 45 years. Give them all. That way when she comes out, she's old and decrepit and in a wheelchair.
I mean, that's possible. I think...
and she's going to have to get a job at Burger King to pay her bills because, well, she ain't going to have any life savings.
Not to mention restitution. I mean, she'll be paying till she's buried. I don't think it's going to be that long. I'm thinking in the 10-year ballpark, give or take. Give or take.
She needs it all.
2 to 3 years.
She needs it all. You did the crime. You better do the fucking time.
Not free, but still pulling her puppets. Okay, yeah. And that she is. I say about 15 to 20 year deal offer, which is about less than half. And, you know, the other part of it is, you know, when are all these other arrests going to happen? Or investigations or whatever. I mean, it would have to be legit. She would have to have some real info on some people and proof, evidence of shady dealings for her to just, you know, get a sweet deal. And why didn't she do it before? Why wait till she got convicted?
Because she a hoe.
You know?
She a hoe.
So, yeah, there's that. And, you know, I wanted to talk about this. Bam might not. Yeah.
lay it on me.
You may not know a lot about this stuff.
That's okay. I'll probably have an opinion about it. I'm awfully opinionated type person. Y'all know that about me.
Well, you might, because you have a school district over there too.
Well, I do.
But why? And I talk to people, and they talk to me about the shitty treatment that they get from BISD administration. I mean, not just besides the corruption, we're talking about people being bullied, being treated bad, teachers being treated bad, people who work there being treated bad. It's like, what the hell's going on? Why? What's up with that?
Well, these people that are being treated bad are allowing them to be treated that way. Until you stand up for your own self and say, hey, fuck you, step the fuck off, and yada, 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 and punch the bitch in the fucking face, they're going to continue to treat you bad. You need to step the fuck up and push them the fuck off.
And the problem is, if they say anything, there is retaliation guaranteed. That's how it works down here.
Well, that's okay. You can retaliate the retaliation. Nails under tires do a nice little job.
You say something, people will get freaking fired.
They should get fired.
People will get bullied and harassed. It's not a fun thing. I don't know, and I keep, and I hear this all the time. It's not just here and there.
Well, they make these wonderful miniature little cameras, like on brooches and pens, like little ink pens that you put in your blouse. Record video and audio, as long as you're not in like a bathroom, and check with your state laws, because in 99 or 96% of the states, as long as one party knows that they're being recorded, it's legal. And if you're that party that knows, guess what? So, you might have to play a little dirty.
There's a lot of cattiness that goes on too, from what I understand, from what I gather. I recommend that Sylvia start watching Orange is the New Black. Will she be a giver or a receiver?
Oh, trust me, she's going to be the bottom bitch.
She might get one of those cushy resort prisons. Remember, it is federal crime. It's a little different.
He's ground up a little bit of glass and put it in their compact case. And when they go to powder their nose, they get little specks of glass. And when they go to wipe, oh my God, how'd I cut myself? There you go, bitch.
Betty Rose says, good. No more extra unemployment for those who don't want to work but collect. They should give that extra $300 to those who work and have worked the whole time. I agree. I totally agree. Even with proof, lawyers are sneaky. Just look at the Commissioner Munguia and his vendor conflict of interest ethics committee. Let that go. City and district make no difference.
There was one right before that. Oh, must be this one right here. Something down here, you might be floating in the river. Well, that's okay. You can knock them out, tie a brick around their ass, and let them sink in the river.
Hell, maybe they don't want to lose seniority or their pensions. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, there's a lot to lose.
Well, then, you should act a little bit more human.
Teachers, administrators, people who do good work and hard work, teachers everywhere, I know, bust their ass. I know that. And here it's no different. They buy things out of their own pocket. Basic supplies they need, they buy out of their own pocket. They're up all night doing stuff. Wake up early in the morning doing stuff again. I mean, it's almost a round-the-clock thing. And they get treated like crap, but it's bullshit, man.
Well,
I hate that already. It's like, why here? And that corruption is just, there's corruption, and then there's just hostile work environments. And why? Well, you guys, I know some of your hidden names, the Peanuts gang and all that, and the other cartoon characters. Why? Tell us your story. What goes on? Why do you think that is? Who are these people? Who are these bullies? Do I need to call them out here? I will. Who are these bullies? What the hell is their freaking problem?
Put some tax on their chairs that they sit in. I mean, do dirty shit to them. Play a little dirty.
For a business that has been dealing with this pandemic situation for, a long time already. And then besides that, they got to go to the workplace and get bullied by people who, I don't know, are they in a power trip?
Motherfucker.
Are they in a power trip or something? Or what the hell's going on? It's like, why do people treat people shitty? And why, it's like, and they keep getting away with it, I know nobody wants to say anything because they don't want to get fired or get retaliated against, but somebody somewhere has to say something or do something. This crap's got to stop. I know it happens here and there in many school districts around the country, but I don't know. I hear it here. It's bad situation. Why is that? Do we need to call names out? Give me the names. I'll call people out.
I make potato salad and put like X-Lax or a laxative in it and pass it around at lunch or something.
Yeah, no, don't do that. I'd rather call people out. Tell me what goes on there. I always wondered if that was Samantha Stevens from Bewitched too, man. Yep. No, it's Barbarella.
Thank you, Betty.
Check out Barbarella. And what happened to the Edinburgh mayor and his wife? So many stories that never get finished. The Edinburgh mayor, that's a whole other story. Linda Lopez, very true. And the next generation continues. Atkinson is a dynasty. Yeah, that's got to stop also. Unions are a big problem. Are unions a problem, or are they because they're not doing enough, or are they a problem? The R. Kelly documentary was, wow, he was sicko on his music in the closet. Yes. Have you seen that? What's that called? Living R. Kelly or Surviving Kelly or something like that, right?
I think it was like Surviving Kelly or something like that. But I did not watch it because I'm not a huge R. Kelly fan.
Yeah, and I never was either. And even less after I found out all that stuff that he was accused of and everything.
I do know that he owns 3 apartments in the Trump building.
I don't know about anymore. Remember that interview he did with Gayle King?
Yeah, he's broke.
He was trying to interview him. He just went crazy, started crying and yelling at her and stuff. And
yeah,
she's like, Robert,
yep. Robert,
sit down,
calm down, Robert.
The systematic corruption is deeply rooted in all levels of government. Just like Sylvia, the corruption is a family business and crosses the border. We got to stop this, right? I mean, will it stop with her? If she's going up the river, is it going to stop with her?
Evidently not, because the whole family's corrupt.
Unions don't really do the members any good. Yeah,
not anymore.
We're
back in the day,
teachers' unions
were really strong.
Teachers' unions or any unions. That's for sure. I would say unions now are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily talking about Jimmy Hoffa, but like even after that, unions you wanted to be part of the union.
Yeah, you did. Unions lost its glamour, so to speak, in the 90s. I mean, in the 80s, they were starting to phase out, but in the 90s, the whole glamour of a union just went downhill.
Yeah. Union used to be a very powerful and a fearful thing. I mean, you told somebody you were with the union, you were going to talk to your union. It was like, whoa, calm down.
I'm going to go talk to my union rep. They're like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, whoa, hold on. Yeah, okay, we don't got to do that. Come on, sit back down. And yeah, that was a thing. Betty Robles says he was in violation of child porn. Yeah, because all these teenage girls. And he recorded himself with them. Freaking
sicko.
Oh, my God. Linda Lopez, you wouldn't believe the amount of people Atkinson and her clan ran over. Charles acting all dignified is laughable. Yeah, I've heard stuff about him too. And how you can boldly come out and be on a show and, like your shit don't stink. That's kind of bold too.
Boldly go where no man has gone before.
No, there's the other two. Okay, there's two more Atkinson. I love Nappy Town too. Visit there every day.
I wish I could, Betty. I'm back to work now. It sucks.
There are two Minions. Yeah.
I love Minions. They are so cute.
All of this will come to a head pretty soon. I keep my anonymity because it's just not me. It's numerous family members that work for the district, city, and county that I'm trying to protect. Being a whistleblower has stigma in this community. Well, not for me. I don't got people that work there. You guys want to whistle blow something? Tell me. I'll yell.
We'll gladly blow it.
Yeah.
If Manny won't, tell me. I will.
I was going to order food and it's got canceled.
That sucks, assholes and elbows.
Denny's is closed. It's 10 o'clock. Denny's is closed.
No, they're still open. Their delivery, Uber Eats and DoorDash and whatever.
Oh, no, Denny's is closed. The restaurant is closed. They're not 24 hours here because of the pandemic.
Oh, sweet Jesus alive.
Anyway, AFL, NCO killed people if they didn't comply back in the late. Yeah, that was a rough business. If you went against the union, even in the 90s, I worked in the trade show business in New York, the Javits Center. Unions ran that. They assembled your booth, your exhibit, and all that. And one guy did not hire them, and he built his own exhibit. He built it himself. He put it up, assembled it. The union guys came over, and they said, now we're going to take it apart, and we're going to build it back up, and you're going to pay for every single hour of that. Because he was in violation of the union rules there at the Javits Center. That's the convention center in New York City. So they made him pay while they disassembled it and then reassembled it. I witnessed that. I witnessed it. So yes, the going against the union is not a good thing to do. T-minus 4 hours and I'm out of Facebook. You're still your Facebook jail. Dang,
Nadia, you end up in that fucking Facebook jail more than I can shake a stick at.
You're a habitual offender.
They're going to cancel you and delete your ass.
I know, right? You're going to have to create an alias for different reasons. Anyway, I think we're almost 2 hours here. We're going to call it a night. I got to be up early in the morning. The city is a cesspool of whistles to be blown, but be careful, Manny. You serve on a committee and you have to go cautiously. Yeah, I wanted to say something about that too. We had the one. I'm going to wait and not say anything on that yet. But I'm not afraid of that either. I'm not. One thing's got nothing to do with the other, in my opinion. And if people want to start blowing the whistle, I'll blow the whistle right here on the show. And people not being treated right. If you guys don't know by now, I'm not a fan of that. It's people being bullied. Not a fan of that. And you guys know that. I'm not a fan. So, and I don't have family working there and friends working there and all that stuff. My fans are my friends. So I worry about you guys, and it's not right that you can't speak up about certain things. You got to make fake. I'm not going to call them fake profiles. In your case, I'll call them aliases, right?
AKA.
And it sucks that you can't talk about this stuff. And it sucks that people bully you for whatever the reason is. I want to know, and people need to start to get called out and stuff. This stuff needs to stop.
Yeah, and if I ever come down that way, just point me to, I don't know, a car, give me a funnel, a couple of bags of sugar, and I'll just have some fun.
Yeah, things can happen. Let me start putting a dossier together. I'll start sharing what I know, but understand Brownsville has a short attention span. Bad hombre, please do that. I'll be glad to put stuff out there. I got nothing to lose from it. And a short attention span, it's all about presentation, how it gets presented. But if people want to be a-holes, well, guess what? You're going to start to get called out. This is dumb. It should not happen. The lawyer's a liar and crooked himself. He covers for Drew and Parisi as well as Sylvia. You think he'll get fired tomorrow, maybe? You think so? Yeah, there's more backstory to that band that you don't know about just yet.
Okay.
Nope, we can't. Publicly, I know. That's why you got to go through somebody like me. Give me stuff. I'll put it out there.
Years ago, newspapers used to write letters from anonymous people.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they still do. That might be one way.
You can send anonymous stuff. People tell me things in confidence, and I am not gonna break that trust.
Manny's really good. Manny is really good about not dropping names. Let me tell you.
I'm not going to say.
He's told me things, and I'm like, well, who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that? Where'd they come from? And he won't even fucking tell me.
Yeah, you guys tell me stuff. I'm not gonna say where I heard it. So, if there's some things that'll lead back to you, obviously be careful with what you tell me. But we have to start calling out people. Otherwise, it's not gonna. When they're gonna stop? When they're gonna stop? Start calling out people. Let me start calling out people. Let me start presenting situations. Let me start departments or names or somewhere it's got to start, and it'll come from me. It wouldn't come from you specifically. So Sylvia is asking Biden for a pardon, like Tiger King Joe. Exactly. Right. Dumbass Biden might even do it. Who knows? Start messing with people's money cows. There will be retribution at a professional and personal level. Bring it on.
Bring it, bitch.
Bring it on. That's why we love you too. Thank you, Carol. But yeah, it's not right, man. People, I freaking hate bullies. I hate bullies. People that are jealous of people. People that are envious of people.
People are people who. There we go. That people song again.
People are people. So yeah, with it, Depeche Mode.
Yep.
So, you guys, if somebody want to start somewhere and start calling somebody out on something, let's test it out. Retaliation is real. I would love to use that stinky cheese on their car doorknobs.
Oh, the Munster cheese? That shit really does stink.
There you go. I like the idea from Grumpy Old Man. Remember Grumpy Old Man?
I do.
Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Oh, God, Walter Matthau cracks me up.
Best friends forever, but they were always arguing back and forth. Always, right?
Yeah.
What the one trick he played? He put a fish, threw it in the back seat, and stunk up the car with that dead fish smell. You could do stuff like that too.
There you go. Yeah. But don't make it a fish. Make it a ugly ass kimono dragon or a lizard or something that'll scare the shit out of you.
All right. Well, that kind of stuff I don't want to do, but I'm just saying people need to start getting called out on stuff, and we need some answers. And somebody has to step up and listen and do something about it at some point.
Well, wait a minute. Y'all live in Texas. It's really easy to find a rattlesnake and throw it in a car.
That is true. Retaliate. Okay.
You're frozen. Nope. There you go.
There we go. Fear of winning the battle but losing the war. I don't know. I'm a big believer in numbers. I think if enough people came up, you can even get this into a big, huge investigation, not just one person here and one person there. I mean, you get enough people that stand up, whether you fire everybody, get an investigation going, make this a state thing, state investigation, county. I don't know what good the county will do, but might have to go beyond that. But you make enough noise, you make enough of the right noise, somebody's going to listen. You make enough of the right noise, somebody's going to listen.
They will.
And we even try feeding these little fake media companies around here, the news or whatever.
Holy fuck.
Start doing stuff. Give me some info. Give me the details. I can start spilling beans and calling people out. Gotta go. Good night, Carol. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bit rebel. Teachers aren't there to fight for their lives by being retaliated. They are there to teach kids. Yeah, exactly. So why should they have? And then during a difficult time, I mean, first of all, but to add insult to injury during a pandemic, why people got to be a-holes to each other? You know what I mean? The water cooler talk this morning at the Crystal Palace was that Laura Villarreal, FNS director, spent the weekend with Dr. Gutierrez. Oh, really? At Long Island condos, trying to keep her job. The problem is people know. So she's fraternizing. He's fraternizing with her, huh?
Well, at least somebody's getting a little.
Somebody's getting some. And what's she getting in return? What's she getting in return?
Well, she's hanging out in the condo on Long Island.
Not Long Island. The Crystal Palace, that's what they call the school board administration building, headquarters. It's called the Crystal Palace.
But it says Long Island condo, so she's hanging out at the condo at the Long Island.
Yeah, I don't know if there's condos here called Long Island. I don't know those, if there are, or if they're actually in New York. I would doubt it. So Laura Villarreal and Mr. Gutierrez, huh? Dr. Gutierrez.
Is he a plastic surgeon?
He's not any kind of a surgeon.
So he's not even a doctor then.
Oh, he's a doctor in the not medical doctor.
Oh, he's one of those doctors.
Yeah. Elizabeth, welcome back. The Texas Air Force welcome me home, aka mosquitoes.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Welcome, Black.
We were on our way out, but I'm glad you popped in for a few.
Welcome back. Glad you got back safely. Yeah, mosquitoes.
Swat that skeeter.
Well, that's predictable. Why do you think they ran off Mr. Super from Edinburgh? The same exact thing. Long Island cottages are located at Port Isabel. Oh, there you go. Maybe we should start putting photographs up and stuff,
There you go.
Can you imagine that? People get caught with photos. People that maybe shouldn't be hanging out together, especially in cottages or hotels. I believe they're the Long Island Village. Yeah, Port Isabel. There you go. Well, yeah, that's exactly what he just said.
Ow.
So, yes. Talking about this, we will. Absolutely.
Okay, Yoda.
Bad hombre. Good one there for that. I will run with that one tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. Leave my teachers, good educators, good people alone. Quit being assholes.
Yep. There's only room in this world for one asshole, and that's me.
This will continue. We're going to leave this right here, right now. It's a couple hours. I know Bam's getting sleepy, I can tell.
Yep. I didn't make it to Nappy Town today, I'm telling you. And then the icing on the fucking cake. Okay, I had a case of like those 5-hour like little shot things in my cupboard. Went in there yesterday to grab a couple of them. There was one left. My fucking nephew drank every single motherfucking one of them. So now, when I need like a shot of energy, I don't have it. And whether it worked or not, I don't know. But one, it's all natural, so there's no chemicals in it. So now, I resort to Starbucks, and that's nothing but fucking sugar.
Yep.
So then you end up crashing really fucking hard.
Yep.
But I do enjoy a good Starbucks.
Well, listen, everyone. Hang on, a couple more comments, and then we will call it a night. The unions are so busy with employee abuse. I told them everything that was done to me, and the union was shocked. I told you my story personally, and it was a nightmare. Yeah, that's one story that I did hear. And it wasn't the only one. It's a lot of them like that. I mean, it's sickening. It's like, what the hell's going on? You know, when you're making people cry, I mean, literally, people don't want to go there. That's enough, man. Somebody wants to make some noise with me, I'm going to reach out to somebody tomorrow. You may know who. Check his past, plenty there. I am going to do that. Bam, what's your secret to yawning? I can't sleep.
What's my secret to yawning? Get up extremely early in the morning, go to bed extremely late at night, and don't nap. I usually go to bed between 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I get up about 5:30 or 6.
Don't nap. That absolutely would work.
Yeah, and I miss Nappy Town so fucking much. I've been kicking around the idea of taking tomorrow off just so I could go to Nappy Town. But then at the same time, my bills are telling me I need my fat ass to get out there and make some money. I got my light bill I got to pay. I got my gas bill I got to pay. I got my credit card bills I got to pay. I got my car insurance I got to pay. I got my car note I got to pay. I got lots of shit I got to pay and no money to pay it with. So my ass need to get to work.
All right. I think we're going to see. I love this show. Topics switch back and forth while all the other stuff that comes up. I know, right? A lot of taboo topics come up sometimes.
Yeah, I like them taboo things.
Thanks for keeping me laughing and up on my toes. Glad you enjoyed the program, everyone. I think we're going to call it a night right now. We should do a late show later, sometime this week or something, like a late show.
Late?
Yeah, 11:30 start.
Oh, start at 11:30.
Yeah,
and end at like what? 2:30?
No, maybe not that long. Maybe 1:30-ish.
Oh, you're pushing it.
Yeah, because I believe we have things to talk about, and a lot of this stuff that we will be talking about, that we just talked about right now, will be talked about some more, and other stuff. A little bit of everything that's a little more risque here and there.
Risque. I like risque.
I know you do. After the Del Santos Castro show, well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about then. Maybe we'll do it Thursday night.
I'm a risque kind of guy. Hey, Roy, you want to get risque?
Risque.
Let's
do a marathon all night long. We're due for one of those. I did that once with another show. Some of you know. And I swear
they should not be named.
No, and it was like 4 a.m. and it was so cool. It was fun. I can't. It was hard to explain. So yeah,
I'll just say it wasn't Voldemort. So there you go.
There you go. That's right.
Kick.
Please, no sad memory. Nope.
Memories.
We're moving on up. Remember the Jeffersons theme song?
Oh yes, I loved that. I loved George and Wheezy and oh God, what the hell was the maid's name? Helen? No, it wasn't Helen.
Wheezy.
That was Helen. No, Helen was the friend.
Was it
Tom's wife?
What was her name?
Flo. Florence.
Yeah, Florence.
I liked her. She made that show.
If you guys haven't seen any of the Jeffersons TV series from the 70s or early 80s?
70s.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Mid to late 70s.
You got to watch some of that stuff. Right now, the liberal heads would explode watching some of that stuff right now.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That and Safford and Son.
Oh, All in the Family.
Effie, I'm coming. This is the big one.
People can't handle All in the Family right now.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, Archie.
Archie Bunker. I'm going to play a clip. It'll get canceled, but it'll be a late show. And guess what? It may not be. It may be those to get deleted by morning.
And Archie always telling Ethel to stifle it.
Yeah, Archie would yell at Edith. Sometimes she would yell
bring
back.
Bring me a beer, huh?
Great program. Florence, yep. Men aren't afraid as women to speak. I think it has to do more with your role, your employment status. I mean, you guys want to talk, but you can't. How freaking frustrating is that, right? I mean, that's what it is. You guys want to talk, and you can't.
I guess I'm lucky. I've always been the type of person where I'm willing to ride the waves. You know, you got to be willing to make the waves, and if you're willing to make them, you definitely got to be willing to ride the motherfuckers. Because if you're not willing to ride them, you can't fucking make them. And I've always been that, you know, I don't fucking care what people think about me. I'm going to fucking say it, and I'm going to say it loud.
Yeah, and I get that. And I think a lot of people would feel that way and would do that. The problem is, the reality is they can get freaking fired.
And I get that. They can get fired. But
their work life can be made very uncomfortable.
And I get that too. I've worked in a hostile work environment, and I even told my fucking boss that I said, you know, this is a fucking hostile work environment, and if you don't fix it, I'll go straight to fucking HR. Well, he didn't fix it, so where'd I go?
Well, in a lot of these cases, a lot of this stuff that these good people have come to me with, HR is part of the problem.
Oh, well, then you need to go straight to the fucking CEO.
Yeah, here you go. Flashback trivia. Who said "kiss my grits"?
That'd be
that was easy one. That's easy one.
Flo from Mel's Diner.
Mel's Diner. It was called Alice. The show was called Alice.
Yes,
and she worked at Mel's
Diner. Kiss my grits.
I think I have her on my Instagram. What's her name? Linda Lavin. Linda Lavin was Alice. I have her on Instagram. She's a singer.
You know what's really funny?
That was a cool show.
Take that picture of Flo from Mel's Diner, and then take the picture of Flo from that fucking insurance thing. Put them side by fucking side. They look like mother and daughter.
Oh, yeah, they do. That's right. That's a good one. Flo from Progressive Insurance. And Flo, that was her name, right? Flo?
Yeah.
From Alice.
Diner.
Mel's Diner. Yeah.
They look like mother and fucking daughter.
Interesting. Lewis says, if you can't handle the smoke, don't make the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. And a lot of these teachers or people that work at BISD who don't want to say anything publicly, they want to make fire, but they're afraid of getting fired because they don't really have anybody to back them up. Obviously, the union, you know what? I think it's time for another AOBE. I want to know what they're doing with this. If anything, I want to hear from them. I think it's time for that. Alice, that's right. Alice, that was the name of the show. It was a cool show. That was a nice program.
That was another 70s show.
Yeah. Early 80s. I don't think it was 70s. Early 80s. We got to look it up now, damn it.
I'm thinking 70s, my friend.
Alice. Oh, you're right. 1976. 8 seasons.
So it did make it into the 80s.
Yeah. And there's that dizzy girl. Oh yeah, that's right, Mel. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good program. If you guys haven't watched any of those, if you can find the clips, they were funny. They were good programs. So so a couple things we want to do coming up. Definitely want to have a paranormal ghost show or something. I'll set one of those up. Let me figure it out. We want to do an all-nighter, a free-for-all all-nighter, kind of like a slumber party. One of the fans, Lori, she was asking for that for a long time. She's like, have a slumber party show, all-nighter, pajama party. Pajamas are optional. And then, yes, you people feed me information and things, and we'll start calling people. I'll start calling people out. I don't care.
Feed me, Seymour. Suddenly, Seymour.
You guys need representation, and I do want to talk to AOBE, and let's take this up a notch. Just talking about it is one thing, but doing something about it is a whole other thing. So let's see what can happen. I don't want any of the teachers, any of the educators or people that work there that do good or hard work to be bullied. It's enough of that crap. Just pisses me off. Freaking bullies, man. Go pick on somebody else.
Don't make some chili and make it extremely hot.
Bam just wants to retaliate in his own special way.
Well, I've made some chili where people are like, "Holy fuck!" Manny's okay. Manny's eating my chili.
Yep, that was good stuff. It was good stuff.
My friend Sherry from Cincinnati, from Colombia. She's my little Colombian goddess. She's like, "Oh, papi, too caliente, mucho, too hot, too hot." I'm like, and this is before I knew she was Colombian. I'm like, "You're from Mexico. You're supposed to like that hot shit." Wrong thing to say to a Colombian.
All right. We're going to call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Don't forget Thursday at Osmo and Roy de los Santos.
My boy, Roy.
I wanted to turn it into like a whole grudge match kind of thing, but I don't want to get all
fists fly.
I don't want to get all Jerry Springer.
The blood fly. The chairs fly.
I don't want to get all Jerry Springer kind of cheap in the show. No. But there are some issues that need to be talked about. Some accusations made. Some alternative facts that were put out there, and we just need to get some real answers and some real truth, and get these things cleared up.
We need people to say, "I'm sorry, I lied."
That won't happen. That won't happen. That won't happen. But we got to talk about it. And okay, I'll say it. Some people keep repeating certain things without any evidence, right?
And like the chicken woman.
And the crowd just believes it. And they will just follow it. And you keep talking about sheep. All right? But don't get mad at me.
Animals.
You know, you believe something blindly. I mean, without doing any of your evidence, you're checking your evidence and do some digging. Well, you know what? We're going to start doing some digging, some real digging. And I don't have any skin in the game. Nobody's done anything against me. I don't need to do anything against anybody. This is just, I want real facts, and the real information needs to get out there.
Sheep and cows are kind of like mindless
Linda,
animals.
So sorry.
You mean like calling me Ronan?
Yeah, there was a little while there where we thought
I didn't.
That this was a shady person there, but I was wrong there. I said that. I said it before too. My mistake, my bad.
He did. He said it more than once.
Come on, Linda. You said bury the past. Come on.
It's water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge.
It's done past the bridge. It's gone through the canyon into a completely another part of the world now.
But yeah, certain things got to change, and I don't like seeing good people abused. So let's do something about it. I'm game. Are you? I'm game.
It depends what the game is.
The game is to call people out on their bullcrap.
Well, I mean, that's fun, but I mean,
I know Bam wants to slash tires or, make spicy, nasty diarrhea chili or whatever.
Hell to the yeah. Some system cleaning fucking chili. 3 bites, you're running for that commode.
Well, we'll figure out what you can do in that department. How's that?
I mean, I can email you the recipes, okay?
No. It's going to require you to come down to South Texas
Okay. Well,
and spend a little time down.
First off, I'll tell you, my fat ass don't fit in a paper towel tube airplane anymore.
Well, then you freaking drive down here.
I can't afford the gas.
You drive. Yeah, Bam wants to terminate, like really terminate.
And I got to take my bidet with me.
So bring your bidet. We'll build you one.
Because, after a bidet, you just can't go back to toilet tissue.
A regular, yeah, I can imagine.
I'm a bougie bitch now, okay?
And that reminds me of the food stuff you're talking about. I might have told a story before. Friday night Bible study. We get there. This is when I was a teenager, and we get to the meeting table, and there's a table. It's a tray full of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah, you told this story before.
And the pastor says, "All right, I'm gonna come back. I got to go do something. We're running a little late. Don't touch the cookies." He said, "Nobody touch cookie." So he leaves, and guess what happens? People start grabbing the cookies. So he comes back an hour later, does the whole Bible study thing, and then at the end, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I noticed some of the cookies are missing, and I said don't touch them. Who grabbed the cookie?" A few people raised their hand. He goes, "Well, you know that chocolate that you saw on the cookie? Well, that was not regular chocolate. It was X-Lax. You know what X-Lax is, people? It's a laxative.
Mm-hmm. It gets things moving.
Yeah.
Usually in about 6 to 8 hours.
So some people were taught a hard lesson. And some lessons need to be taught. And teachers, educators, any good people, you guys are good people for standing up for you.
Chocolate baked beans, let me tell you, they're amazing.
We're going to talk. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. How many did I eat? None. I didn't touch them. I did not touch them.
Manny was a good child.
You know why? Because I went to a Japanese Christian church and I was the only Mexican. Everybody was Japanese except me. So I didn't want to be the one, the ghetto, he's going to steal cookies. He's not going to obey the laws, the rules. So that's why I didn't touch one.
Well, and Manny also knew when he got home, he'd get that ass beat.
Yeah. One of the prettiest things to get revenge I've done is dumping birdseed on a large order of fries around someone's car in the morning to see the pigeon sick of crap all over their car. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. But I don't want to do that kind of revenge. Not that kind of revenge. I want to call people out. I want real face-to-face stuff. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Names, whatever, situations. You got names? Bring them. I'll say the names, and and somebody can put the alert out there to these people. Go, well, guess what? You're going to be an a-hole. Well, you're going to be called out for it.
Do the Eddie Murphy banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah. You guys know what he's talking about? Banana in a tailpipe, Eddie Murphy. If you're not, you need to see another movie. There's another movie you got to watch. Why the hell not? Sounds like fun. Absolutely.
Does sound like fun, didn't it, Hilda?
Time to do something. It's time to do something. Bam. Have a good night. My food's about to get here right now.
Oh, what'd you order?
You don't want to know. That stuff
McDonald's.
That's not food. That stuff that's not food.
You ordered fucking McDonald's.
The longer I stay up, like I get hungry all over again.
Oh, sweet Jesus, Joseph, and Mary.
Yeah. And I got to be up at, you don't want to know what time I got to be up.
Ass crack of dawn.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that. Different schedule here in Nebraska this week.
Well, actually, it's the rooster crack of dawn. I've never seen an ass crack of dawn.
You know, Bad Hombre, this is the kind of thing that this town needs. The whole valley. It's like, what happened to the news stations? What happened to reporters? What happens to reporters what happened to reporters going to the courtroom, talking to people when they came out, putting a microphone in their face, saying, "What's your opinion on this?" Or "Would you like to talk about this?" Or ask them, "Miss Atkinson, why did you steal? Why did you take a bribe for $10,000?" And try to talk with them as they're getting in their car. And the roving reporter. I mean, whatever happened to all that? It's just gone.
Yeah, they don't do that shit anymore.
And now with social media doing lives and stuff, we should be able to do that. It's easier to do a live. That's what has to be done. Yep. You're right. That's exactly what's needed. All these people doing all these fraudulent and shady things, and nobody's getting close to them to question them on it. People talk about corruption generally, but nobody goes in any more detail or does anything about it. You just talk about it is one thing. Doing something about it is another. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Just talking about it, they're not going to solve anything. I'm off my soapbox now.
Get off that soapbox. God damn it, Jim.
Everyone have a great night. Thanks for hanging in there. Those of you that stood up and stayed till the last second or two, and almost 2.5 hours in.
Thanks, guys.
Let you know about tomorrow night. Bam, hang on. Everyone have a great night. Bam.
Have a great night. One planet, one people. Hasta luego.
Yeah, please give Manny Behind the Mic on Facebook a like. YouTube.com/Manny Behind the Mic. Here's my food. And $, Manny Behind the Mic. Monetary donation, or go to mannysmerch.com and buy some merchandise. T-shirts. Yeah, I got to put them more. I got some more BAM things I got to put up there. So everyone, let's see.
Wow, wow. Chicka wow, wow.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Night, guys.